Hello, everybody, and welcome to Legends of Arcadia. Before we go anywhere, here's our recap from last week.
We come in, open scene, dense forest. The camera zooms in, dips beneath the canopy. See the corpses of 3 werewolves, their fur matted with blood, strewn in a circle made of silver coins, carefully placed by Iswell, one by one. Abaddon stuffs his hand into the chest of the werewolves, soaking it with blood, and draws the sigil of Malchus before tucking into their hearts and consuming them, becoming more beast-like by the second before fully turning into a werewolf. The party grips their weapons close, fear and anger in their eyes, as slowly he returns to his human form, and a stressful peace comes across the party. We leave the forest, John in tow against his better judgment, and head across the river towards Hearthhome. As we get there, a stone bridge, we approach forward, slowly, considering how best to approach our fated enemies, the bridge guards. When we see something far worse, the forms of 2 ogres dressed in black guarding the city gates. We're informed that a necromancer has taken hold of the city, and his undead minions guard the walls and guard the town center. Iswell, as the holy warrior of Aster and Martha, takes his spear and his lance, rides atop his horse across the bridge, crashing into the ogres. A swift battle ensues, and the ogres lie dead. The party advances into the town. Raekwon plays a song, summoning the hearts of the guards to draw weapons and help defend their city from the
Neal gets to laugh
menace.
at the recap, but the rest of us
A battle in the town square
I hope
ensues.
we're muted.
Zombies lay dead.
Oh.
Kale is wounded,
chat.
dying on the steps
you're
as
enjoying
Nyx mends his wounds, and the party presses forward into the keep towards the lair of the necromancer. Ascending the stairs, Iswell shouts threats to the necromancer. His time is nigh. Aster comes for him. The party ascends to the final room, and a battle starts, but ends swiftly with one magic spell, as Abaddon freezes the necromancer in place, and Nyx approaches, cutting his throat, letting his lifeblood drain across the wooden floor.
Well, that was a fantastic recap, Nick. Thank you very much. And I believe you've already gotten the experience for it, so
Yep.
no experience for you right now. Lovely.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Good job. We should do this more often. You know, this is what a group that I used to play with in San Francisco would do, is that at the end of the session, someone would just do like a quick video and everyone would chime in on what happened that session, and then we just play it back the next time because no one would remember what was going on.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a future way of doing it if we can figure it out a little bit more smoothly and elegantly. But with that said, welcome to Legends of Arcadia Genesis, everybody. We're back again this week. And why don't we run around the table and see what's going on with people, starting with the man in darkness himself, Ryan.
Is that me?
That's you. Yeah.
Yeah, the man in darkness and his familiar. I'm doing well. Don't let my looks fool you. I'm not alert. I am sleep deprived and cranky. Yeah.
Is that you or the familiar?
Who's my master? Yeah, I don't know. Nothing to report. Good to be back to the table.
Nice.
Sorry for crashing Nick's recap. I didn't know I had the power.
It's fine.
This harkens back to the old days of Dicing with Death, where we didn't really have the audio power, so I'd have like the stream on to hear the recap, and I'd be like 30 seconds behind, and you couldn't mute me, so you just be like, just be quiet, and I like do the intro audio along with the music,
and then I'd have to chat until you catch up on the recap, and good old days.
Good times. All right.
Why don't we skip down to the man with the screen? How you doing?
Oh, hi.
That's you. Yes, you're the screen man.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty all right. I don't know, just kind of doing stuff.
Muster some enthusiasm, young man.
Yeah, I hear you.
You sound more beaten down than the old men amongst us.
Right. Let's go to that high energy Greg over here. How's it going, Greg?
Oh, pretty good. I almost got in a fight with a raccoon last night. That was pretty exciting. What else have I done? Oh, I played in a real D&D game. That was awesome. I haven't done that in a long time, and it made me happy. I'm playing a dwarf who's been cursed by incredible bad luck, and he's trying to make up for wrongs past, and it's fantastic. I love it very dearly. The pain in Neal's eyes. What is chat going on about?
Oh, because you said I finally played in a real D&D game, and I was it's hurt.
Oh,
Craig.
like with my homies.
Yeah. I understood. I was leaning into it for effect. Yeah.
Well, you guys can't exactly come over to my place and drink a bunch of beer with me and have pizzas and
That's the dream.
As good as an online game can feel at times, it doesn't replace real Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, I'm excited for 2022 when I can start getting back into in-person games with my group.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's bounce over to the other side of the table to the other darkened person here. Nix, how's life going?
I'm drinking my depresso. No, pretty good. Haven't been up too much. It's finally warmed up again, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've been spending half of the day in the garden. I think I'm lagging like crazy, actually, when I look at it. Hold on. I think I'm dying.
You're good. You had an exciting robot laugh, but otherwise you're good.
You've been fine audio-wise. You are
I can't see any of you, and everybody's frozen with a laughing face.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's just skip me and let's just move on with our lives.
Let's go to Nick.
Thank you for coming to my
Oh,
table.
I'm gonna skip you.
Nick, how's it going, buddy?
Oh no, he hasn't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Not too much to report, really. Did the cooking for the cooking challenge thing yesterday. Did 2 different dishes at once. Was quite pleased with how it went.
I hear Twig Taco won the cooking tournament.
He did. Yeah, it was delicious. It was inventive. The other dish was good as well. And in the end, I ended up giving the first prize to both of them because I felt bad picking between the two. But Twig did tell me that because he was working at the time, that his workmates were wondering what he kept going off to watch. And then when he won, all the other people who work in the hospital, not all of them, but some of them were watching and all clapped and cheered for him. Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Well, we've got an excited, high energy game for you guys. We can see our players are all really amping to play and really ready to go. So let's hop into game. We're here in Hearthhome. You've killed the necromancer and looted his body individually, each one of you going back to steal something.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go back and steal another thing.
What would you like to steal?
His sweet bone sword. I felt like I'd be remiss if I just left that on the ground in the boss room, right?
You pass Ray coming down the staircase, bags jingling behind him as you head up.
To be fair, I didn't take any gold. We discussed it, and it did not happen. Unless you would like to start giving me more XP on the spot. But,
On the other hand, I would like to start stealing some gold as a research fund.
All right.
Aren't you the only character in this show to have received any gold? Sorry, in this campaign.
Maybe I don't think so. Oh no, I did get 100 gold a little while back, didn't I?
Yeah.
Our cams are going to be broken for a short while our witch returns. Just live with it.
Which witch?
The only witch. Yeah. I mean, we're just temporarily blocking the lower handsome men from view, which gives the rest of us a chance to, shine.
Who are the lower handsome men?
Ryan and Sean. You got your guys.
Hold on. I think we're wide. I mean, the last few years have not been kind to me, but I thought Sean and I were widely regarded as the hunks of the Koibu stream.
That's why we have to block your cameras.
That's what he said.
I thought it was Nick.
Yeah,
I thought Nick was the one who got the.
No, it's usually Sean.
Yeah. It's okay. I've made my peace with it.
So.
All right.
I'll live with it.
I have a question for you, Neal. About your proficiency system, I guess, maybe a couple. So first off, your new economic sheet does not have different kinds of swords. It's got arming, short, two-handed.
Yes.
Last week you told me that this bone sword was a short sword. However, I come from another plane of existence, and I am unfortunate to have been bestowed with 2 slots in scimitar, which apparently does not exist in this universe. Is that just a short sword?
No,
Or-
we'll call it a D8 arming sword, but it'll be.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean? What do you
Okay.
want?
Okay, so it's an arming sword.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
can just add a
scimitars are long
subcategory.
swords, but without the without the piercing option.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just slashing.
How?
medium.
Okay. Oh, you don't need to add it. I mean, I don't have a scimitar. I conjure a flaming scimitar from wherever when I need it. Okay, so but the short sword requires a separate proficiency, which I am maybe just familiar with or something. Or does one sword give you all the swords?
No, I think individual weapons have their own thing, but I guess the Combat and Tactics does introduce a proficiency crossover where you'll have like familiarity with things. So maybe
Yeah,
if you
so-
have a long sword from proficiency,
Yeah, that's pretty
you can have
typical.
like
You only get -1 with a
-1
short
instead of
sword.
-2 with a short sword. I could swing that. It's
Yeah.
it's fine.
What do you mean you can swing that? It's in the more or less optional rules that we use. And your bow stuff. Does one bow proficiency give you all the bows?
One
Or
bow gives you all the bows. Yeah.
2 slots in bow gives you all the bows?
Yeah. I don't think that they're. I mean, I'm not an archer, but I don't think that you would need a whole new proficiency to use a slightly taller bow. You know, you might need more strength to pull it, but I don't think the skill is significantly different.
Gotcha. I did find some information on tax of opportunity, but I'll save that for when it's relevant. But someone
Lovely.
called me out, and they were more or less right that I've been taking opportunity attacks with a spear when I don't deserve them.
Ooh.
With
That-
with an asterisk.
Okay. A big fat asterisk.
We'll talk about it when it becomes relevant.
Great. Well, you find yourself
but,
your bow
But Nyx is back,
stabby.
Yes.
so we can play. Whoa.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
All right. You guys are in Hearthhome, and the people are thrilled that the zombies are gone and that the necromancer is slain. The guardsmen, who had marshaled themselves in the square, applaud you all as you exit one by one. And,
Pockets jingling with the coffers of Hearthhome.
We left most of the gold, right?
Yeah.
Most of the gold's still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a proposition, I suppose. I think we should tidy up after this necromancer, figure out where he came from, maybe find his lair or something, see if there's more spirits to be purged. At the very least, there's like all of these zombie corpses and like displaced souls hanging around here that we should probably exorcise or something.
Ugh, really? Can we not just leave this to them?
Aren't you a cleric?
Yeah, not one that cares about these idiots.
These idiots being the souls of the damned.
Yeah, those ones.
Nyx,
What?
what do you have to say for these poor
I
displaced
mean-
souls?
Do the zombies still have souls, or are they already gone anyways?
Well, they're basically meat puppets, but the necromancer borrowed a bit of spiritual energy from somewhere to put into them. More often than not, it's their own, right? But sometimes there are, virgin sacrifices and the like.
You think he's got another lair somewhere else?
Came from somewhere, didn't he? What foul god would just conjure him into existence right here in Hearthhome?
Could have been Malchus. Might have
Looks
done
up at
that.
the sky.
How would we find his lair if he did have one?
I don't know. Sniff him out?
Doesn't smell any worse than anyone else in here, trust me.
Speak for yourself. I smell marvelous.
Oh, not you, Raekwon. I meant the rest of the town.
Ah, excellent.
So is the mayor going to present us with a key to the city or something?
Well,
Oh, whoops.
if you
Ignore
ask
me,
around
I
a
don't
little
know what
bit,
that was.
you will find that there is no mayor. The former town leadership lays dead, and the town has no government now that you've slain the necromancer.
Shit. When we complained about the operation of this place, I didn't think that our prayers would be answered. Not prepared for this.
One
we
of
need
the
to get out of here
guards
before they try and make us
steps
the lead.
forward and takes a knee. Says, "My lords,
It's happening. It's happening already. Quick, we gotta leave.
the guard of this town is at your service. Thank you. How would you like to rule?"
We'll look to Iswell. Maybe tell him to clear up the bodies.
Rise, mortal, Iswell says, approaching him and putting like a finger on his chin and like lifts him up to standing, probably still shorter than Iswell.
He looks at you expectantly.
The gods have granted you your soul, your free will. No one rules over you.
I understand. He turns around and raises his hands. "I am lord of the town, appointed by the angel of death himself."
I'm gonna roll a willpower check to just smite this guy right here, right now.
Oh.
Okay, I restrain myself. I grind my teeth.
The other assembled
glower.
guards kneel before the one who you told that no one rules over him. And
I repeat my spiel in a loud voice, as loud as to all of them. Like, no, you misunderstand me, all of you. Are mortals, granted ownership over your own souls. The gods have deemed you worthy of free will. Let no man rule over you.
Start to look around.
And thus anarchy was established in Hearthhome.
One of the other gods steps forward, takes off her helmet, long
Gods are
hair
guards.
flows down, guards. And she says, "Then I shall rule over us all."
Izuel immediately starts praying to a stair.
Jesus.
Please,
I
Lord of
anything, but I look
Order,
up,
help
Lord
me
of-
establish anarchy in this town.
Hey. That's legit.
I go behind Iswell's back and say to the other three, do you think maybe we should get out of here before this gets any worse?
I don't know. It could get quite interesting. What if a fight breaks out? I have
gonna
my
have to
money
clean
on
up.
that guard right there. He looks quite burly.
The new matriarch of Hearthhome walks amongst all the guards, raises them up to their feet, and brings them around for a bit of a mass huddle before then, like, coming over to you guys, bowing deeply, saying, "I thank you on behalf of my town for your services. Please, you are welcome here anytime, day or night. I will inform all the guards that you are to not be molested at the borders, and you may openly carry arms and armor within our city."
Maybe let's not molest anyone at the borders.
I'd say that
Nice.
rule should be done away with.
Yeah.
You put her in charge as well. Let her rule.
Everyone should be allowed to bring arms and armor into the city?
No. Just he's saying just
just
us.
get-
He's saying just us.
Of course, my lord. What are your names? How shall we praise your and sing your good names? Do any of you have names?
This is the mighty witch of the wilds, Nyx. This is Abaddon Wolfsbane. This here, well, you know him. He's the one and only angel of death. Of course, Professor, and I myself am Raekwon.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Lord Raekwon.
The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
On whose divine actions do you action?
Oh, my own, of course. What better name is there?
I see.
We represent Acropolis and the Lord Malchus. You live here at his service.
No, you miss.
The Lord
live here at your
Malchus
own
shall be our
service.
divine symbol. We shall
No.
paint him on the walls.
Yes.
Stare! Get back! What's happening?
She returns to the guards, and they begin to plan their, management of the city.
Despite their divine charisma, Izuel's cries go unheard. They're calling to themselves, "No kings, no lords! Certainly not Malchus."
Well,
All worked out fine.
what do you guys want to do?
Well, it seems like no one's interested in tracking down the necromancer's lair and figuring
Well,
out
we
where
could
it came
try. How, in theory, how would we go about it?
from. Follow the footprints of ogre zombie tracks?
I imagine they've been here for a while. Wouldn't the
Yeah.
like I don't know how much physical evidence would remain of their like travel, right?
Of a zombie ogre trudging through the plains? I feel like there will be like a trail of flesh and stuff. I guess none of us are trackers, are we?
No.
No, I don't think we have a ranger.
I wonder if we could
If
do it with magic.
If
I mean, I could detect magic if we find traces of necromancy somewhere.
I don't think it's going to be magic. I feel like it'd be like a detect spirits or something like that, which I guess is a new necromancer ability. But I don't think there's any spell like that in the rules as written. You'd have to invent one. I mean, we can just try our hands at like a shitty, non-proficient tracking check, right? Let's see if we get lucky and roll a 20. I'll give that a try. Can I like roll a
might as well.
check with monster penalties, Neal, and like
Yeah, totally.
see if I get a 20? I get an 18. So
Wow.
I think if there's like drag marks or something of the ogres coming into town, I should be able to spot it. It's been like a week, but like maybe I can find like their flesh torn off on like one of the town gates. Like they came in through this gate and try and follow it out into the plains.
Yeah, I think the first step is probably asking if anyone saw which way the necromancer came from, and that will lead you to the southeast.
That's what that
of
past
town.
wisdom check is representing. Instead of going around and sniffing the mud, I maybe I should just use my words.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Somebody
there,
walks up like,
peasant.
Grown up.
"Are you looking for the necromancer?"
Northeast is the direction from whence the necromancer came.
All right. So just remembering what my character can do, I guess I'll turn into a wolf and I'll go to the necromancer's corpse and where the ogres died on the bridge and smell it and try and pick up the scent and maybe follow it up. It goes to the northeast and see if I can pick up a scent.
Yeah, the scent of the undead is overpowering, and it is so washed on the necromancer that you have a hard time picking up the individual necromancer's scent. It smells like various people's rotting organs all over him, like he was, actively elbows deep in the dead all the time.
But I might be able to track the scent of the undead.
Yeah,
himself,
the
yeah.
scent of like rotting human flesh is pretty powerful. And once you guys get pointed to the northeast, you can head out into the plains. It's probably
Why is
best
my
if you guys
token leading?
sleep. I think I just didn't delete yours by accident. I deleted everyone else's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's sleep. Let's sleep
we
a
were-
night first.
Yeah, Kale was beaten unconscious.
Yeah,
Healed
maybe take a
some
day
24
of
hours.
rest.
You healed me. How much did you heal me for?
Doesn't matter. I used a cure light wounds, but it brings you
Oh,
to
that's right.
1.
So I'll be at 1.
Am I at full? Oh yeah. I think Astaire healed me, and I didn't take any damage in the second half of the battle.
Yeah. So
My poor horse is at 0 HP, but I'll nurse it back
what
and
happened to
limp
the
it out of town at
shepherd?
1. think
He's outside the town, but he
Guarding
is
our
waiting
stuff,
for
yeah.
us. Yes.
Cool. All right, someone can.
We
fetch-
specifically talked it over with them that we know where he lives.
Right.
If we're spending a night here, Neil, can I try and buy a couple of things?
Totally.
Some prayer beads and some bronze dye.
Yeah.
Is that possible? Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
There's a smith in town. They'll cast you some dice. It's one of their primary things that they build here. I shouldn't say primary. It's one of the things the smith builds, right? It's not the primary export of the town.
Dice City.
Our home has a large dice exporting industry.
Actually, the Las Vegas of this world.
Do they have silver here?
There is silver about, yes, but there is not a ready supply of silver. There's
How
not yet
much
been
silver
discovered.
would it take to make a holy symbol, a Malchus holy symbol out of silver?
Couple pounds.
How much is that in coins? Sorry.
50
coins.
to 100 coins.
So like 10 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop 10 gold and get a silver holy symbol.
Excellent. That will probably take you a few days or maybe a week to make. So you can come
shit.
back and swing by and get it later.
That's okay.
fine.
We're nursing a horse to health, so it's probably
Yeah.
gonna be a minute.
Did you guys want to kick it in town for a couple days to heal up
Yeah.
and everything?
I was wondering, the last time
Might as
we
well.
played, the guards and people and everyone were seeming very hit or miss on the whole Abaddon is a werewolf thing. Little freaked out about that. Are they
Well,
like everyone just professed their mad undying love for the heroes of the town though? Like, is he still seen as a little of a pariah in town, or what's going on there?
Well, the word spreads quickly of the battle and the slaying of the necromancer, and the names that you have given get spread out. Unfortunately, Kale is only known as the professor, and Izul is only known as the angel of death.
That sounds
That's fine.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that information spreads quickly. Those that were not there to witness the battle don't really know about the werewolf side, but some rumors are going to start spreading about. And you, being a bard who chats with folks and picks up stories, will hear some people have the like, wow, yes, the five saviors, they're so great. But didn't you know one of them's actually a werewolf in disguise? And other people like, no, I saw him. He slew the necromancer. I was in the room with him. It couldn't have been a werewolf. And you're getting some like competing,
Then what I want to do while we're resting is go from bar to bar to bar and give my performance. And I'm going to write a song about the heroic valor of the five, and how just embellish all the great deeds of Nyx and her infinite daggers slaying zombies by the like wave, right? The angel of death growing 10 times in size and waving his sword once and the battlefield emptied of creatures, and the professor studiously taking notes and throwing out an occasional spell just in the nick of time, and the werewolf just charging through, ripping the heads off ogres and liches alike. And then I want to in the chorus, very reassuring, like, he might be a werewolf, but he's a fucking awesome guy. And I'm going to use my bardic powers to like swing their belief on Abaddon. Like, I want to like reinforce. Okay, yeah, there's some werewolf rumors going on, but you should trust this werewolf.
Give me. So your bardic power is a saving throw versus paralyzation or something, right? For the people.
I have many bardic powers. Hold on. Let me go back through. So influencing a group of NPCs is a saving throw versus paralyzation modified by -1 for every 3 experience levels that I have. So now that I'm level 3, I get to do that. I also. Oh my god! I think I know the chorus. I don't know the verses. That would take too much long. But I think I could give you the chorus.
Well, let me kill the music then.
What's the name of this town?
Hearthhome.
Hearthhome. That's enough syllables. That's close. Hold on, let me think. Yes. All right. So we sing of the valor of the people in the battle, and then every time we get back to the chorus, it goes something along the lines of like, I'm telling you, Hearthhome, Abaddon's for real. He turned into he transformed to make the lich cry. He won't eat you or the neighbor guy. I'm telling you, Hearthhome, Abaddon's for real.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
There we go. That's how the chorus goes. That's how we change their heart to make sure that they know Abaddon won't eat them or the neighbor guy.
Wow,
Can we get a
I love it.
songwriting check to see see where this lands on the charts?
Absolutely. So they should make a paralyzation or a save versus paralyzation for, I don't know, like if you want a massive group roll, or
Yeah,
if you
we'll just
want,
do
I
one
could just
group
do
roll
like
for the whole
one
town.
big performance check as like a big group thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, big performance check.
There we go.
Skills. Which performance would you like? I have music playing with my flute, lute, or piano, and I also have singing and acting.
Singing.
Singing.
I think
Done.
it's singing, yeah.
27.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Very nice.
And the
The
hero of the
town is taken by the new song. You are the only bard in town, and they love it. Oh my god. Finally have the first hit of the entire world. All right. How many days do you want to pass?
Well, until this holy symbol is ready, probably. If it's really not. I mean, can we not encourage the smith to make it a priority here?
I mean, it can be a priority, but just, you want a nice holy symbol, right? It takes
What do you
time
need?
to get
You need
quality
a holy
work.
symbol of Malchus.
Yeah, but I mean, rather than a week, like it could be like 2 or 3 days.
Can't you like can't you pray for a holy symbol? Although I guess it's like a basic ass holy symbol.
Yeah, I want specifically a silver one to cast prayer.
Oh, it says silver holy symbol.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got.
Does it need to be solid silver?
I don't know.
Let's see. Wooden holy symbol magical. Obsidian amulet of Verasi. Have you considered changing faiths?
No, I like
Cool.
cool.
It's got this cool totem pole.
I mean, if we get some silver thread, I can probably make you one. Are you the one who makes it holy, or do you need a blacksmith to do it?
I guess I make it holy, but I'm not sure I want it one.
I think it requires several clerics to make it holy, right? It needs to be. I'm thinking of holy water.
That's holy water.
Holy symbol.
Is it not just? Is it just?
I believe there's a holy symbol spell as well.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
not just holy by the
There's a
fact
second
that
level
it's the
spell that
symbol of
conjures a
god?
holy symbol, but it's like.
I don't think it needs blessing. I think it is just holy. It just means a symbol in the name of one of the gods, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
would be the neat way.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But you're talking about 2E where everything has to be special, right?
Right.
It doesn't have to be special. You just have to spend 25 GP on it.
Yeah, I think it has to
Or
be
a
like
second
it's like a
level
magic
spell slot.
item, right? There's like a minimum quality that it has to meet in order to function.
Although there's a second level spell that creates a permanent holy symbol. So presumably, like.
What's
But it just
No.
creates out of thin air,
But,
right?
yeah, but that one's not gonna. It's not gonna make a silver one. It'll probably make a wooden holy symbol.
Yeah. Neil, can you just confirm that looking at prayer, it wouldn't? Do you think it would consume the holy symbol?
No.
No,
Says the
holy
priest
symbols
needs
are.
yeah, it says a silver holy symbol, prayer beads, or a similar device.
Oh, you just need silver prayer beads. What if you
Yeah,
if you
but
just go buy some pre-built silver beads and pray with them? Aren't they prayer beads? Or
Yeah,
a
no, I
similar
guess-
device as the material component for the spell.
But if this will
Wait,
last forever
what
and
is-
not need refreshing, then I'd rather just get a silver holy symbol and be done with it.
Where are you looking at it? Because I don't see any materials for the create holy symbol.
No, I'm looking at prayer.
Oh, create holy symbol has only verbal components. So
Mhm.
if you have access to that, you should be able to just create a holy symbol by muttering.
But
some
not a
words and
silver
using
one.
Second level spells.
Yeah.
Does he need it? Wait, why would he
yeah.
want it to be silver if he's a werewolf?
For the spell prayer.
Oh, I see.
But it doesn't. It gives that as an example. A silver holy symbol, prayer beads, or similar devices. Is this implying that it's consumed?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. Plus, aren't holy symbols silver by default?
No.
No. Okay, yeah, so I just get a silver one and then I'm good and I can cast prayer whenever I want that right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll just
yeah,
kick it
we'll
for a
just-
few days while you make a
Yeah.
holy symbol. Yeah.
And we'll
Easy peasy.
heal Ryan's horse up. And I mean, I need some healing as well.
Stay away from my horse.
Will you weren't, no, I can't heal. Are you going to cast a heal spell on me, Ryan, or not? I guess I can get good berries and heal myself up over a few days. That should be
Got
fine.
eat in the woods. I would probably ask Martha how she feels about healing.
No,
on.
fuck Martha. I don't want it.
I will apply. Oh wait, I only have first aid. I think you don't want it.
No, I got good berries. I'll just eat them. They do 1 HP a good berry, so over the course of a few days, I should be good.
You'll be fine. Cool.
Yeah.
So are we? It sounds like we're staying in town for what, a week? Do you need a week's
So
worth
yeah,
of
are you
HP
gonna
now?
pass some of those good berries my way?
Well, if we're here for a whole week, then yeah, sure.
Okay. I think I'll be able to heal the full between natural healing and good berries.
How many? It's 2d4. So let's see how many we get here.
I can do cure light wounds. I mean, I
Hey,
guess
Ryan, if you're gonna be precious spell, we don't want your spell. All right. 7, 4, 8, 9. So I need 8.
we're all
of
going to be the whole party refuses the magical healing except for the good berries, and they come out of this week
I'm
just morbidly
taking
obese.
the healing.
I'll take the healing as well. I think
It'd be interesting-
Abaddon like shrugs you off, and I was like, I'll take the healing.
I like the I don't know, because the good berry also has the effect of making you full, as like one good berry feeds you for a day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I just love the idea of gorging yourself on good berries, basically eating like 2,000 calories per good berry.
Well, I think Abaddon's got quite the appetite
Oh yeah,
after recent shenanigans.
I would
Do you
like
make
to.
like good meats instead of berries?
Good meats.
Like now that you're a werewolf, you
pop
just
out.
like produce sweetmeats.
Sweet breads, yeah.
Good jerky. Yeah.
Just pop out the testes of a few of the dead guards.
Neal, I would like to go
around
to
them.
the. Is there a temple in Hearthhome?
Totally, yeah.
Is it a nice one?
It's all right.
Okay. Well, I'll go there with my totem pole. And,
Excellent.
Sit beneath the altar to Martha
Mm-hmm.
on this next day and pray for like 4 cure light wounds so that I can heal the party. And but I guess I'm reaching out to Martha to see, like, my usual, like, forgive me for the atrocities I've committed and the atrocities I will continue to commit. I promise to try harder next time. I'm doing my best here. And I guess just asking for her to bestow these healing spells and also, like, guidance in using them. I know poor Abaddon's wayward soul. I know he feasts on hearts, but we should probably heal him, right? Maybe?
You'll get this like really compassionate response from Martha, goddess of life and creation, telling you that we should love all of our brothers and sisters, even the ones who have strayed from the path, and the best way to get them back on the path is to lead by example. And while his acts might be vicious and horrible and evil, he still has gone out of his way to help people, and you should show him how to be good through acts of kindness and goodliness rather than through attempted punishment, because a man like him, when punished, only becomes more wicked for his misdeeds.
True.
Cool.
Is it a generalist
Heals all around.
temple?
So do I
It
just
is.
get like I guess do I get like 6 healing spells? Does she just like take all the healing? Go and
Be
Cure the
fruitful and
wick.
multiply, my son.
I don't have those parts. I'm not actually your son.
Be fruitful and help other people multiply
I
by
would've
keeping them
thought-
alive.
I would have thought Martha would know better than to assume my gender, but I guess
It's
I
a
guess you're not one of the
metaphor
woke
that I
gods.
speak, child. No, not actually a child.
So I think I was created like 2 weeks ago. 2 months ago?
Recreated?
Recreated? I guess
You've existed.
most of us were created. Yeah, anyways. So I'd probably get 4 cure light wounds and 2, what's the second level for cure moderate?
Yes. Yes, those are what your god gives to you.
Moderate is at D10 plus 1. Sweet. So I
Yes.
think everyone's going to be healed to full.
Nice.
Let's
I don't
start.
know. I don't think you can heal that like 6 HP I've lost. That's
So there's
just
4 to Kale,
an ocean.
11 to Kale. How much HP do you have?
Me? I have six. I was at 10 of 16.
10 of 16. What was Kale at? Kale was at 1 of like 20.
16.
1 of 16.
Yep.
So that's Kale to full.
I lost 9 HP.
Raekwon, you're right. I can't mend your broken heart. And Nix, were you down at all?
Yes, I lost 9 HP.
There's 4. I think we're here for more than one day, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take another day and it's fine.
So there's Nix to full. Going
What's
back
that?
to Raekwon. I think we get Raekwon to full.
We are tough
And I
stuff.
think I can probably heal my horse to full. Martha's okay with healing horses, right?
Totes. They are children of the gods too.
And Abaddon's out getting obese in the woods.
Yep.
But if he comes back into town, I'll give him healing.
So
Martha will give him healing. I'm merely a conduit, I think.
on
Something like
the second day of your rest, that night, Abaddon, what are you up to? Because tonight is the night before the full moon. And this is your first full moon now that you've consumed the things and can kind of shift around.
Wait, so tonight is the night before the full moon is tomorrow, you're saying?
Right, and the werewolves change on the night before, the night of, and the night after. So you're aware of the changes in the sky, and you feel pretty confident that you can shift at will, but this will be the first test of your powers. So what do you do?
The sensible person would inform the party, but I think I will just say that I'm going to do a perimeter of the city or something like that, and I'll just go wandering around for a bit.
See.
So this is the night of the full moon. Is Nyx aware of the lunar cycle?
I mean, I am aware of the lunar cycle. The question is, do I know what werewolves that they transform before? You know.
I mean, outside the city, though. Neil. I mean, Neil, not inside the city. I'll leave the city and wander around a little bit.
So Abaddon's here going through this mental health crisis, and he doesn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
And he just crawls out into the woods and eats his man meats and suffers in silence. All right. Take over his character and tell us what happens.
Well, we're going to have him make me a willpower check on the first night.
Okay, I will do that. But Neil, first, can you remind me what my strength is? Because I upped it because of Strength of Stone. I think it was 13, was it? Do you have it listed somewhere?
14?
14, okay, thanks. Willpower, here we go. Easy.
Yeah, the first night, no problem. You wander out in the plains by yourself and don't transform. You feel the urge, you feel the pull of the moon, and
but I control it easily, right, with the 20.
Yeah.
So I then feel not worried, and I'll spend the rest of the nights at risk inside the city, taking no special precaution at all.
The next day, the rest of the healing gets doled out. Everyone's gonna rest. Your holy symbol will be done tomorrow morning, first thing. And the night of the full moon, I'd like you to make me a willpower check at disadvantage.
Shit. Easy.
Woo! All right, you hold, and then I guess everything's done, and you guys are ready to take off on the 17th of July, year 1.
All right, so yeah, I've already picked up the scent a little bit, but I know that we're waiting in the town, but I've got it sort of marked in my mind so that I can get back to it. And even though it's faded a little bit over the few days, it's still overwhelmingly strong. I imagine it's still there. So I will be in wolf form, nose to the ground, howling as I pick up the scent. And I'll look back at the party and give a little yip and then run off down the fields after the scent.
A little yip.
All right. The scent leads you down a trail through the plains around Hearthhome, and I assume the whole party comes with.
I hope so.
Yeah.
London. Don, do you have anything to add?
Sure.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm only calling on you because you've been quiet for a little while, and I feel like you need to speak.
I'm going with. I don't have a whole lot to do here.
As we're walking, past, hustling past Abaddon, I'm gonna try to catch up with Kale. I'm gonna link arms with him as we walk.
Is this you being tired and needing support to stay up at this point?
The full moons are pretty difficult for Nyx as well. It's when she has the worst noseblood of the lunar cycle usually. And she'll quietly talk to you and she'll say, "So, how are you holding up?"
Oh, pretty well. Bit concerned with upcoming deadlines, but it's been some good material lately.
Oh, I meant you bleeding out in the courtyard, but if you're studying, then that makes a lot of sense as well,
Oh, yes. A near-death experience or two was a necessary component of a professor on a sabbatical.
Yeah, do you still have that little crystal I gave you back in that yard?
Crystal? I start fumbling around in my pockets.
It should have been in your hand. It's about this size.
Oh, you left that with me when I went unconscious, right?
Yeah, I kind of store nightmares in those. Do you still have that?
I think Kale starts fumbling around one of his inner coat pockets and says, "Oh, right here. I was wondering why I was having strange dreams the past few days."
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. It's, Thank you. I'll make good use of this one, and I'll shove it into my pocket.
How are you doing, Nyx?
I am holding on. Yeah. Things have been a bit strange lately. We made it through the full moon without me getting eviscerated, which is nice. I do like being alive. I do complain a lot, but life is not that bad. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure Abaddon has it together. And if not, we have silver weapons now, so we can deal with them.
You know, the problem is that sometimes you can see... I can see omens very clearly sometimes. And whatever happened to Abaddon was not a good thing for me. But that is personal, and I will take care of that eventually. You know, gotta take things how they come, one day at a time.
Interesting. Well, whatever you have to do to take care of it, let me know if you need help.
Might take you up on that offer. We will see.
You will nod and just continue to help Nyx along in the travel.
You see Abaddon eating a rabbit on the side of the road as he waits for everyone to catch up. In wolf form, obviously, you know.
Full on wolf, or do you travel as like a wolf man hybrid?
No, I'm just traveling as a wolf here because I'm keeping the scent.
Yeah.
I guess I'll change back for the night.
That's almost less disconcerting, I think. Just like having a pet dog with us is probably less weird than having this monstrosity looping along.
Yeah, shifting between like man and wolf is a little bit more like you're playing that one Zelda game.
I think maybe Abaddon notices that people are, you know, it's weird the first day maybe, but after the first day of travel, maybe everyone's a little bit more comfortable with him in dog form, and maybe just sort of. I feel pretty comfortable in it as well. You know, maybe he'll just stay as the wolf while it's chill.
Yeah.
You know.
It is
Sleep by the
on
fire.
the second day of your journey that I would like to chime in. But does anyone else have anything to say on the first day of the journey?
How's my horse doing with this wolf loping along with us? Getting used to it? Part of the pack?
In wolf form, the horse is fine with it. Like if the wolf gets too close to the horse, it might startle and move. But if it's, 10 feet away, the horse is all right. You might notice one of its ears is always sort of pointing in the direction of the wolf, wherever the wolf happens to be. And as long as it stays about 10 feet away, it's fine. It's a little nervous when it gets close.
I don't want to get kicked by the horse, so I'll stay away from the horse.
On the second day of your journey, actually, that's not true. On the first day of your journey, you guys come to camp that night. And it is the day after the full moon. And Abaddon, you will have to make me another willpower check.
No shit, is this how I die? Fuck. Okay.
Oh, you got plus 15.
Easy.
See, it's fine.
Okay, Neal, he's rolled 2 natural 20s on his first full moon. And he just permanently, he's exceeded statistics. And he just permanently, and then he had the disadvantage one. Does he just
I was hoping that this would be a thing that we could play into for a while, but he did roll 2 natural 20s and passed the other ones really well.
He ate the wolf hearts. He's
yeah,
just
all right.
with the soul. He passed his first lunar cycle.
Way to take all the tension out of the scene, Ryan.
Yeah.
He's become the wolf.
He has become Duran.
I am in control.
Okay, cool.
Neal, something you mentioned last time was that when I shifted, all my gear and stuff just fell off me. I feel like this is kind of lame. Can we just not do it that way? Because otherwise, this whole thing I'm doing now won't work. Somebody else would have to be carrying my stuff.
I just got you control of your transformation. Push our luck here, Nick.
Here's the problem: is that if we get into weird areas of I'm just gonna carry 1,000 pounds on me, and now I transform, and I can just carry my gear infinitely, and it's not a problem. It becomes like a
what about
get out of encumbrance free card.
Anything above light encumbrance you have to drop.
Or what if he's just still subject to his encumbrance? Right?
Yeah.
The gear.
What if we make him a little horse bag, but wolf size, and he just carries all his equipment around with a cute little saddle?
Or you could put it in my saddle, or on. We could get.
We did do that in Hardcore Heroes when Malachi was polymorphed. If he was encumbered, the new form was also just encumbered as well.
I do have a devil's advocate argument to support Neal. If you look at the art for the werewolf in the book, he's wearing these tore up clothes, covered in blood, which leads me to believe that when he transforms, he keeps whatever gear he had.
Sure,
I feel like this is if you get to keep your gear, this is some 5e druid BS.
Yeah, and that's what I want to avoid. I think it becomes really it becomes this weird.
Well, we've got to backtrack this whole
play.
scene then, because somebody's got to be carrying all my shit.
Yeah. So someone's got your shit on a
Don't we
horse.
have a horse?
It's on the horse.
Don't we?
Yeah.
Didn't we
also
have like a
donkey
whole
and a cart and a whole?
and we have like 10 sheep. Yeah.
and a
Okay, whatever.
and a shepherd and a
we do have a shepherd
manservant
who can.
all of which are
shepherd
blinking in
can-
and out of existence.
Yeah, fine,
depending on
fine.
our
But if we
memory.
run in, but if we run into a fight, I can't fight because I'll have to turn back and put all my
Maybe
gear on.
your like blessed flail of Malchus could be an exception to this.
I will
Well,
allow
I'm saying
I will
naked.
allow magic items to come with you, absolutely. But
Yeah.
the rest of your
What
stuff,
about
I think it
armor?
needs to. I think if you're gonna get into a fight, you gotta like shift and grab your armor.
Okay,
Or
wait, why
shift and just be a naked
What
man.
about clothes? What about clothes? Just basic.
You would
clothes.
probably rip your clothes off when you turn, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to be fighting every battle naked.
Well, that's I
fighting-
think the trade you're gonna
it's a
make
trade
if you
into
want to run
werewolf
around as a
life,
wolf.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Fine.
can fight it in your werewolf form. Like now that you've got control, you've got AC 15 in werewolf form, right?
That's true, and you're not naked as
and
a
you're
werewolf.
immune to
You got hair.
non-silver weapons.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think these are major buffs. I'm not sure why you're complaining.
Thematically, I see his point, but mechanically, I think I have to draw a line here. So sorry.
You've
Okay.
grown so accustomed to your material possessions, Abaddon. You must ascend and rise above your mortal coil.
I guess so. What about
You
my
asked-
whole?
You asked for these powers.
Holy symbol can stay.
Embrace them.
Okay.
You only
Holy
live
symbols and
once,
magic shit.
man. Don't listen to this guy. He's a downer.
His silver holy symbol is subsumed by his wolf form.
Yes. Yes. On the second day of your journey, you're following the scent of destruction. You've passed a few villages and gotten the nod from villagers that, yeah, there was some weird undead shit that came through here a couple weeks ago. But on the third day, you're looking out into the plains, and coming towards you is this long, reflective, shimmering thing in the distance. You spot it at maybe a mile or so away. There's still some slight rising in the plains, rising and falling of hills. And there's this, long trail of shininess, reflecting light in your direction, before you in the plains.
Is it along the horizon, or is it coming toward us, parallel?
It
with
is
us?
coming towards you. It is either a long creature or a series of creatures marching in file.
Can we spot individual lights, or is it like a continuous stream, or
It's
is it
more
so
just
far away that
Yeah.
if they're separate lights, they're closer together than the whatever the Rayleigh criterion is?
It's like some sort of-
English angular separations at this distance.
I didn't follow any of that, but if it were people, they would have armor and shields, which would be bouncing the sunlight back towards you, and so you're getting various sparkling spots that keep shimmering and moving back and forth between each other, making it hard to count numbers or tell if it's one long shimmering thing or many individual shimmering things.
There, you can calculate the angular resolution, the separation between objects to tell how far away. How
Not
far
in
away
this
they need to
time
be
period.
towards
You
the-
can't. You haven't been gifted the.
Professor, work on it.
We can't build sleds. What makes you think we're gonna be able to calculate anything?
Still makes me so mad. Still makes me so mad.
And yet Knowles can invent skis.
We can rehash this whole thing if you want, but I really don't want to.
I'm joking. We've got an interesting encounter before us, and here we are.
I know. I'm trying to make it interesting, and all you want to do is talk about skis and sleds.
This reminded me a lot of when we did the last stand at Georg's town in Hardcore Heroes, where everybody died. And I remember we cut to break right before Neal's like, everyone seems really chill about this. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, we might die. And Neal fucking died.
Oh, we did.
It's a shimmering shit. It's there.
Maybe we should just take our break here and
Okay. All right.
get it
All
together.
Yeah,
Focus,
yeah.
guys.
Focus. We'll be back on the other side of our break with